Hello, I'm Jason Lim, and here's a computer tip for Tuesday, July 10th. Now, there are a lot of good spyware scanner programs, spyware protection software out there, and one that's been working really good for me and my clients for the last 4 or 5 years that I've been in business here is one called Spybot Search and Destroy. It's a nifty little program, and namely the reason why I'm using it is that it's a free piece of software that anybody can download. And first off, I'm going to point you to my laptop screen where I can show you where you'll actually download it. So here we go. Okay, first thing we're going to do is open up our Internet Explorer program. And I just happen to have a toolbar up here where I can just hit it right there. And here's the website. All you got to do is just go to my website, www.onsite1.com. Put a / in there and type the word files, and then just hit the enter key, and you'll be brought to a page. It's just a simple page that has several links on there, and Spybot Search and Destroy is just right there. So you just click on that. You get a pop-up whether you want to run it or save it. Just go ahead and save it. And what most people do is just save it on your desktop screen, keep the default name Spybot, and then hit save. And then just wait for it to save. Looks like the file is almost completed here. There we go. And there's the Spybot Search and Destroy. And this is the installation file that you want to look for, and that you want to double click on to initiate the installation. So we're going to do that. And there you go. And then it prompts for you whether or not you want to run this file. And obviously we want to say run. And here's the first screen. We want English for those of us English speakers. Welcome to the Spybot Search and Destroy Setup Wizard. What you got to do is just hit next. And then licensing, you want to hit accept, and then hit the next button right here. So hit accept, and then next. And then this is just where you want the software to be installed. The default location in the C drive, program files folder is just fine. So you just go off and hit the next button. Go ahead and just leave the default options here, full installation, the middle two options checked off. Hit the next button. And then here, just go ahead and hit the next button again. And as far as these last set of options before the main installation, what I usually do is keep this cleared off where it says create a quick launch icon, since I already have a shortcut on the desktop and my toolbar up there to click on it. So I leave that cleared off. So I just hit the next. And then that's about it. And that's just a summary of what's going to be installed. Hit install. And it's a relatively small program, so the installation takes pretty quick. And then just the finish button, and then I'll start running the program. I'm going to go ahead and close off this main screen. Now the first thing that you'll see is the main screen popping up here, which looks like that. There's the main pop-up, the wizard that leads you through. This one says create registry backup. You can if you wish, but for our purposes here, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to hit the next button. And the registry backup, it's good to do it at least once where Spybot does a backup of your registry before it actually installs. So next screen, search for updates. And then it'll search through. And then what you'll notice is that behind the main wizard pop-up, you'll see a whole listing of all the updates that are available. That shows up in the main Spybot window here. So you don't have to go off and check off each one at this point. All you got to do is click on this option that says download available updates. And then what it does, the Spybot goes in and downloads each one. And you can see, I'll move this off here. As each one is downloaded, it checks it off. Spybot checks off as each one gets downloaded. 2 more to go. And there you go. And what it just did now is open up a command window where it actually finishes installing the new updates. And then it brings you back to the main search and destroy screen, your Spybot program window. What you want to hit at this point is along the left side is hit the immunize button. It says immunize. And you'll get a screen that looks just about like this. And what it does, Spybot does an initial check for what what protection updates have been implemented and whatnot. And currently, as you can see, how many that's already been blocked, and these are how many that have not been that we can block. So we want to hit OK and actually block those remaining 13,833 items. So when we hit OK, what we want to do, bring the mouse cursor up to the immunize option up here. Click on that, and then Spybot grinds a few things. And then you can see as a confirmation right down here where it says 30,628 bad products are now blocked. And you're just looking for a green check mark. As long as you have a green check mark under both of these items here, then you're good. And that's about it as far as installation and running the initial update for Spybot. So what I usually do at this point is close off from the program, and let's just do a typical scan. So what I'll do is, of course, like most other programs, we hit the start menu, and then we'll just go to the Spybot program, which is right here, and this is the shortcut that it looks like. And we'll get back to our Spybot screen. There we go. Hit search and destroy, and then look for the icon right up here that just says check for problems. And then the button then changes into a button that allows you to stop the scan, but obviously we're not going to do that now. And the status indicator is at the bottom of the screen, where you can see as it gives you the numbers on what files or sets of files it has scanned already out of how many total. And this is our status. Once this goes all the way across the screen at the bottom, way over to this side, then you know it's done. So it'll be a short while, probably about a good 3 or 4 minutes before this is done. And it looks like we've got about a third of the way more to go. The scan has produced, looks like 2 items that were questionable. That doesn't need to be there. It looks like some registry changes. Looks like we're just about done. Spybot's doing the final pass here. Looks like a few more things are popping up. And it's not actually complete until it actually says so in the bottom corner. It's still saying running bot check. Going through some of the tracking cookies under Internet Explorer. And that's where it encountered a few other items up here. So now, looks like it's done. See how the green bar is gone, and you see the total count of what's been found. It says 20 problems found, and here's a list of them here. So now the button up here changes to an option where it says fix selected problem. So what you want to do is click on that, and then Spybot goes in and grinds away and fixes those problems. So what we want to do is say yes, where we want to go ahead and remove these entries that are found. Spybot also gives you a status bar, which looks like it just finished off, but there you go, 20 problems fixed, and there you go. You've got the huge green check marks notifying that they've all been fixed appropriately. You may encounter a situation where instead of saying 20 problems fixed, which is the total of what were found, you get another pop-up that says that Spybot needs to reboot in order for it to do another scan to remove an item that couldn't be removed at this time. And that is something that you do want to proceed and do to see if you can get rid of that. Now, as far as the steps with Spybot here, we're just about done. That's all there is. We fixed the problems that were found. All you do is just hit the X in the corner to close it off, and your computer's nice and clean and spiffy for the next week or two. So that's about it, provided that Spybot doesn't prompt for you to then reboot to do a secondary scan. If the secondary scan does not correct the remaining items, then you may be dealing with a stubborn piece of spyware or possibly even a virus that Spybot has detected that you might need more advanced tools or a computer service to help remove. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this new computer tip and hope to see you on the next one.